Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video solution for biology paper questions 21 to 40 for June 2024 edition. In this video, I will provide explanations for each answer so that you can understand the thinking behind each question. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of answers to these questions and how to approach similar question in your exam. Let's get started. Number 21, which method of contraception is used by males only? The correct answer is B, which is vasectomy. I'm going to explain what is vasectomy. It is a form of male birth control that cut the supply of sperms to their semen. Let us move on to number 22. The diagram shows the cross-section of a kidney. Which part W, X, Y, or Z is the one with least concentration of urea? We are going to take D as our answer, which is Z. The blood vessel leaving the kidney will have least concentration of urea because urea is filtered out from blood in kidney. So renal vein coming out from the kidney will have least concentration of urea. Let us move on to number 23. Which response will increase body temperature? We are going to take C as our answer, which is saying shivering. During shivering, the nerve impulses are sent by the hypothalamus to the skeletal muscle to bring about rapid contractions that generate heat. Shivering, therefore, helps to increase the body temperature. Number 24, the diagram shows an eyesight defect which needs to be corrected. The defect can be corrected by the use of convex lens, which is B. I'm going to explain. Short sight can be corrected by wearing glasses with suitable concave lens, whereas long sight is corrected by wearing suitable convex lens. The edges are curved outward rather than inward as shown in that diagram. Let us move on to number 25. Which one is ball and socket joint? We are going to select D as our answer, which is saying the shoulder. The ball and socket joints are a type of synovial joint that move throughout 3 or more planes of motions into multiple directions. They are found in shoulders and hips. Number 26. In a bread mold, which statement describe the rhizoids? We are going to take D as our answer, which is saying the hive that penetrate into the substrate. So in some molds, the lower hive will form small root-like structures called rhizoids, which help anchor the hive to the food source. Let us move on to number 27. The growth of bacteria is not affected by all the factors listed on number 27. They affect the growth of bacteria. Growth of bacteria is affected by, we can summarize using an acronym, which is FATOM, FATTOM. F is representing food or substrate, and then A is representing acidity or pH. The first T is representing time, the second T is representing temperature, O is representing oxygen, and M moisture. So light, it also affects the growth of bacteria. So all the conditions that are listed on number 27, they affect the growth of bacteria. Let us move on to number 28. An allele is, correct answer is C, which is saying the alternative form of a gene. An allele is the alternative form of a gene. Allele are different versions of a gene which vary according to the nucleotide base that is present at particular genome location. Let us move on to number 29. The gene for eye color has two alleles for blue eyes and allele for brown eyes. The allele for blue eyes is recessive to that for brown eyes. A blue-eyed mother has children, half are blue-eyed and half are brown-eyed. What is the genotype and phenotype of the biological father? The correct answer is B on number 29, which is saying heterozygous B and brown. I'm going to explain this question using a cross diagram. So I'm suggesting that the correct answer is B, where the biological father is heterozygous B. We want to prove using diagram if we are going to have half of children being brown-eyed and half being blue-eyed. So the first capital letter B from the male is going to cross with this first small letter B in female to form heterozygous B, and then it crosses with the second letter in female to form heterozygous B again. Then the small letter in male is going to cross with both small letters in female to form homozygous small letter B in both crosses, resulting in half of the children being brown-eyed and half of the children being blue-eyed. Let us move on to number 13. A normal carrier male had a child with a female organism. What is the probability of them having a normal child? We are going to select C as our answer. A normal carrier male had a child with female albinism. The probability of them having normal child is 50%. Reason is that the ratio of albino and normal will be 1:2. Let us move on to number 31. Which characteristic shows discontinuous variation? We are going to select D as our answer, which is saying ear shape. Discontinuous variation relates to feature which is clear-cut. Either you have it or you don't have it. For example, ear lobe shape. Number 32. The discovery of antibiotics has made it possible to cure infections caused by bacteria. Some bacteria are now resistant to antibiotic. This is as a result of correct answer is natural selection, which is B. Antibiotic resistance, appearance, and spread have been classically considered as the result of process of natural selection. Number 33. The diagram shows different microorganisms. Which organism A, B, C, or D belongs to the same family as the 29 novel coronavirus? We are going to select C as our answer. Viruses have tiny protein protrusions on their surfaces. Let us move on to number 34. The steps numbered 1 to 5 shows the sequence of events for a process X. Number 1, we are going to have the nitrates and phosphates from raw sewage and fertilizers washed into water bodies. And then 2, we are going to have algae absorbing nutrients and grow. 3, algae form a blanket on water surface, blocking out the sun. The algae die. Bacteria decompose dead algae using oxygen for respiration. So the process X is known as eutrophication. So we are going to select B as our answer. Eutrophication is a process in which excessive growth of algae occurs in a water body due to excessive minerals and nutrients. Let us move on to number 35. Leaching of soil is the loss of. We are going to select C as our answer, which is nutrients. So leaching of soil is the loss of water soluble plant nutrients from soil due to rain and irrigation. Let us move on to number 36. 20 cubic centimeter soil X was put in beaker 1 and 20 cubic centimeters of soil Y was put in beaker 2. 20 cubic centimeter of water was added to each beaker, and then the resultant volumes are as shown in the diagram. The difference in final volume is caused by larger. We are going to select C as our answer. So beaker 1 is the one for the clay soil, or the soil that is having it doesn't have the large particles, and then the sand soil, it is going to have the large particles. So what happens is that when soil are wet, water moves through the larger pores between sand particles faster than it moves through the small pores between clay particles. So water eventually rise higher in clay soil because pores are small and close together. So that is why we are having large volume of water in beaker 1 than volume in beaker 2, because we are having larger particles of soil in beaker 2. Let us move on to number 37. The diagram shows the carbon cycle. Arrow X represents the correct answer is fossilization, which is C. So fossilization is the process of an animal or a plant becoming preserved in a hard, petrified form which can form fossil fuel. Let us move on to number 38. Which disease is caused by protozoa? We are going to select D as our answer, which is malaria. So malaria is caused by protozoa of genus Plasmodium. Number 39. Which drugs are suitable for an HIV patient? We are going to select B as our answer, which is antiretrovirals. Antiretrovirals, commonly known as ARVs, are used by HIV patients. And then finally, on number 40, sexual transmitted infections are best prevented by. Correct answer is A, which is saying abstaining from sexual intercourse. The only 100% method to prevent transmission of sexual transmitted disease is abstinence. So this marks the end of our tutorial today on Biology Paper 1 that was written in June 2024. Thank you so much, guys, for following me on this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Let us meet again in Biology Paper 2.